Plaintiff Kayla Saunders says she was addicted to heroin for 4 years, but after she got pregnant, she quit using and has been clean for 2.5 years. Kayla met the defendant in a recovery program, and she's suing him today for car damages and emotional distress. Defendant Michael Henneberry says he became addicted to painkillers after a car accident, but he went to a methadone clinic 2 days after his son was born, and he's been sober ever since. Michael claims after he worked on Kayla's car, she threatened to have his father's business shut down, so he's countersuing for emotional distress.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay, so I first met Michael in December. We both attend a methadone outpatient treatment clinic together. I'm in recovery. We attended...
Recovery from what?
From opiates. I was a heroin addict. I currently have 2.5 years clean.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. So there's a Thursday morning group.
She's lying.
About what?
About 2.5 years.
How long?
She relapsed about around the time she started talking to me, January, February.
Have I ever hung out with
Hold
you?
on, man. And y'all did what?
She told me that she relapsed on cocaine.
Oh, you didn't see her?
No.
She told you that?
Yes.
So this is gossip?
This is from her.
But gossip from her. Maybe she gossiped on herself because today she's denying it.
Okay.
All right. How about you?
4 years I've been going there.
Yeah, right. Go ahead. You don't believe her, I don't believe you.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
we attend a group together on Thursday.
She looked cleaner than you. Go ahead.
Thursday mornings, and that's where we got to know each other. Now, at the beginning of each group, we pledge confidentiality. It's a place where you're supposed to feel safe.
So why is the first thing out of his mouth him telling on you?
Well, that's
That means he broke the rule, right?
He threatened
And if
to
he broke
tell,
one rule, he broke the other rules, right?
He threatened to tell my family and all
Really?
sorts of things that I shared in that group that were confidential because of what he did to the
Okay, so
vehicle.
give me more background. How did you get addicted to heroin?
I started when I was like 22. I was using Lortabs from a car accident, and it just slowly progressed. And
How long?
2 years. And then I used heroin for like 4. And I got pregnant with my daughter, who is 2 years old now. And when I found out I was pregnant, I got on the maintenance program and have been clean since.
Sir, you want to give me some background?
Yes, I was in an automobile accident. I was addicted to pain medication. I broke 13 bones. Lortabs, fentanyl patches, and Oxycontins. When my son was born, 3/15, 13, I got into the methadone clinic 2 days after, and I've been there since.
So you never been on heroin?
Nope.
What happened to the pain?
Methadone.
Oh, that helps your...
Yes.
What was your pain from?
From a car accident.
What part of your body?
13 bones.
What part of your body?
My right leg.
A heroin substitute? That's what people do for pain in your
It's
right leg? You
used
got
for,
any pain? You gonna get you some heroin.
Yeah, right there.
I'll get you some heroin substitute.
All right, sounds good.
You should have never started off questioning her sobriety, sir. Go ahead, man. What are you suing him for?
So through the group, I had learned that his father owns an auto repair shop, and he works there. He said that he works on cars. He's been doing it forever. I had purchased a stereo for my stepson for Christmas, and it needed to be installed. He said that that's something that he does. He could do it at his father's shop, give me a good deal on it. So, dumb idea, I went along with it. So we dropped the truck off at the repair shop, the auto repair shop at his father's house for him to, we supplied everything, all the materials, all the equipment,
at my house.
everything. No, we dropped it off at the auto shop. He did not have permission to drive a vehicle. The only reason the keys were left was because he said he had to turn on for the stereo and the electrical. He called me later on that day. It wasn't going to be done. Asked if he could have it overnight. He had some other vehicle problems, whatever. So long story short, we didn't get the vehicle back until Sunday. Sunday morning, when we picked up the vehicle, it was at his house, at his residence. He did not have permission to drive the vehicle. So when we pull up, he was already out at the truck. He had the passenger door open, was standing in the door to show us the radio. Now, the stereo looked like crap. It was all cut up, and I have pictures of it.
Can you see it?
But yeah, they tipped me $20.
I paid him. Those are pictures of the stereo. These are them. We'll get to that one.
Are you on methadone? No.
I am. I'm getting off of it because I've been clean and doing so well that I'm
Sir, you look like a drug
tapering
addict.
myself off.
Thank you.
You talk like one. Thank me for that. I would be
So
more
do you-
thankful if you got off of it, because now you're starting to sound like a dope fiend. You accused her of relapsing. So
Yeah,
now I'm
that's-
accusing you because you look like a dope
And
fiend.
these are the
That's why
actions
I'm
that people
accusing you
do
of that.
when they need drugs. This is what they do.
Now, this is what they do. They breach the meeting confidentiality. That's the first thing you're supposed to do, is remain confidential about another person's
this was not only
treatment.
mentioned
The
in the
first
meeting, it was
thing you
mentioned
did when you
outside of the
got in
meeting.
here is breach that. That's the first thing you did. And that's what dope fiends do, who are not in recovery,
And
who
not
are
to
trying to
mention-
trick their parents or whomever is supporting them, gives them a few bucks, they run to the dope house.
Yep. Yep.
That's what I believe. And I have a right to believe that. Go ahead, ma'am.
I'm just saying that, that put my recovery in jeopardy because now I don't want to share things.
Correct. And that's why I'm giving him a hard time.
So
All
as
right.
you can see,
And-
it's all cut up around the mirror. Some of the wiring was not finished. So he said that the radio was in working condition, but to bring it back and he would do something to the outside so it didn't look like crap and finish the wiring. So we paid him $60, which is what we agreed upon, and we left. My stepson got into his vehicle. Me and my boyfriend were in ours. We left. 5 minutes later, he calls and he says, my mirror is smashed.
They called me
I said,
2 days later.
we picked the vehicle up on February 19th. February 19th, I have pictures with the date, February 19th, of the smashed mirror. I called him immediately after. He said, really? Oh, send me a picture of it. Let me see.
First of all, sir, she said she dropped the car off to you at the shop and it ended up at your residence.
It was at my residence. That's why I fix cars.
And
I don't work for my
Did she
father.
ever give it to you at the shop?
No,
Okay.
I don't work for my father.
All right. And your father doesn't have a shop?
My father does own a shop. I don't work
But-
for him. I
You
work
say
out of
you
my
don't
house.
work for your father.
No.
What do you have there?
I also have 2 witness statements from my stepson and my boyfriend. My stepson was with me when we dropped off the
So
vehicle.
they're lying.
And
they're
my boyfriend
lying
was
on
when
you.
we picked it up.
Gave us a different address to pick it up from. Turned out to be his house. I looked at radio and said it looked like garbage. Here's another one. On February 17th, we dropped the truck off at his dad's auto repair shop. We then picked the truck up back on. Okay, so you got 2 witnesses who were with her, said they dropped it off there. I see no reason for them to
I don't
lie.
have a license.
Pardon me?
I don't have a license.
You don't have a license to be a dope fiend either. You've been one for
I didn't say
years.
I was a-
What does that mean? Since when you start obeying the law? All right. So what's the emotional distress for?
So he threatened, my boyfriend also started, had called him because he was giving us all these runarounds. First, he was going to replace the mirror, then his
Did
kid.
you tell her you would replace the mirror?
I told her I'd replace the mirror. I told her right here I'd replace the mirror $20 for the glass, which was broken. She didn't want it. She wanted the cash for the whole mirror.
That is a bold-faced lie.
He says he agreed to give you a $20 mirror.
Yeah, well, the mirror for the 2009 F-150
I need to go to that shop. You? I need to go to that shop. You can
Here
get
you
a
go.
mirror for $20.
The mirror for the
the
F-150
estimate
cost
for the
$46.
All right, to put in and everything.
whole mirror.
Huh? To put it in and everything. Huh?
That's just for the mirror.
Right. She needed it installed, didn't she?
$20 to install it.
Well, I definitely wouldn't
All
have
right,
to do it.
here's another estimate from someone who has a shop, and the part is $241. Is this a 2006
It's
Ford?
a 2009 F-150.
If it's 2006 to 2010.
I'm looking at what's here. This is the truck, the type and style of truck that she got an estimate on. This is something different. What's the emotional distress for again?
He threatened to tell my family and everyone things that I shared in group.
This was
that,
not a Narcotics Anonymous group. This was a group at the thing, and she told me this outside a group because she threatened to have my father's business shut down.
No, I threatened to take you to small claims court.
You have your text because she has yours. While you're at it, tell your boyfriend you do cocaine before I do. What's your counterclaim for?
600.
For what?
Emotional distress.
Okay. Your claim is dismissed. You haven't proven it. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day. Actually, for what? You just tell me what it is.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
I regret ever having anything to do with him. I never will again. I think the judgment was completely fair, and I'll just make better choices in the future about who I let work on my vehicle.
Yeah, maybe go to rehab. That's all I have to say.